Hey guys, my name is Christy and this is my Crafty Country. Today's video is, like it says, totally randomness. There are things that I have found recently at Dollar Tree. There are things that I have found in the past that are my all-time favorites. So I'm just going to kind of go through and it'll be kind of a review and we'll just see where it takes us. So let's jump right into it. Okay, my first item is the insulated bag. It's a hot and cold bag. What's it called? It's just called a thermal bag. It's not crazy thick. They are, when you first get them, they are a little hard to get open. Okay, so like I said, they're not crazy thick, but they are a decent size. So I just got a couple of these and I keep them in my car. That way if I go grocery shopping and we're going to be going other places, if I get ice cream or what have you, I could put that in there. Some of this video is going to be, I'm going to give you some ideas on what you could do for DIYs. But here's some new things I found real quick. The little tape dispenser. There was a different one. I think it was a unicorn. But I got the flamingo because I'm not really a unicorn person. But it's just cute to have on my craft table. And tape is handy when I need it. It's harder to lose that one than it is just a regular roll of tape. I found some more of the vinyl, which they have in like so many colors. This is just called paper vinyl. I think it's just the regular stuff, only silver. So let's check her out. Pretty sure. Yeah, it's just the gray vinyl. So it's thinner, like I've said in the past, it's thinner than your like smart vinyl or vinyl you would get anywhere else. So if you do use it in your Cricut or cutting machine, you want to set your settings to, I think it was washi tape, washi something. So super thin, but I put it on my keychains. I make the little acrylic keychains and it's thin and the permanentness of it is not reliable, but once I get it on the keychains, I put epoxy resin over it so it's not going anywhere. So that's a nice cheap way to still make it look nice. Alright, let's talk about the fabric. They have all different types. I have seen so many different types. Let's see. They're not real big pieces, but they're nice to have on hand, just to have a little something in your craft stash. So I have a ton of it for all different seasons. But I found camo, this purple and orange pattern. It's got like the triangle pattern on it. This plaid, the bicycles, which they're having on everything. I even saw a scarf in this pattern. So bicycles is definitely a thing. I could take my glasses off for a minute. This green pattern. If you are into tie-dye, they have a whole line of the tie-dye in all different colors. I just happened to get the purple, but I did see online where they have like every color of tie-dye. So then there's some solid colors, the floral, the little trucks I've shown before. There's a yellow tie-dye. And is this a tie-dye as well? Yes. See, there's the light blue. Another floral, just like a blue jean look. And the plaids of all different colors. Like they have the black and white, the red and white. Now they have blue and white. So all different types. Okay, the other day I showed this in my haul. And I got this for a friend, but I decided to get myself one because I like the texture and the size of the vase. So I am starting on my project because I didn't like the faded purple. I'm not a purple girl. But I used chalk paint on this, and now I'm going to distress it just by like putting black paint on my finger and running it down those raised edges. So I'm currently working on a video on that one. So to be continued. Get my fabric out of the way. I get myself all covered up here. Forget what I've gone through, so I'll put that over there. Okay. A friend of mine sent me one of these little solar lights. Oh, that's not a solar light. It's got a switch. but it's got like little fairy lights inside. So people have used these for all kinds of things. But I found one of these pencil holders in the school section, and this one is larger than the standard one they carry, and it is the perfect size for me to attach my light to the top of that, and then paint them both the same color. And I'm thinking about like making a post to put it on maybe, or just leaving it as is and setting it outside on my table. But if you do set it outside, make sure it is covered somehow, like if you have a canopy or whatever, because there is a battery here and a switch, so it's not like the weather protected solar lights. So food for thought on that one. But this one is. They're coming out with all different solar lights, right? This one, I feel like this one's different than the previous years, because in previous years they had more of a tapered look to them. But yeah, see, I haven't got any sunlight on this one yet. Oh, it kind of works. But it hasn't been outside yet, so I got a few of these for DIY projects, which most people that do DIYs will pick up some of the solar lights because the possibilities are endless. They're going crazy on house shape stuff. I showed in my last haul that there was chalkboards and dry erase boards in the shapes of houses. People do all kinds of stuff, put them together, make them say home. I found these little piggy banks, and I got 4 of them in case I wanted to put home on them. But what do they say? Adventure Fund. See, it's got the piggy bank top on it, and it looks like you can remove the back by using that tab. So they all say Adventure Fund. Oh, no, this one doesn't. This one says Rainy Day Fund. So, I mean, you could use them as piggy banks still, obviously, in Adventure Fund. But I just thought lining these up all together, and I'm not going to be able to get 4 of them in my hands, I don't think. But line those up and put the word home on the front, paint them somehow. It would make a nice large piece for like your mantle. Let's see. See, that's a fairly large piece. I would say that's 1.5 feet, probably 1.5 feet across, maybe 2 feet. So I'm going to paint those and do something special with those. What else do I have? Oh, the baskets. Okay, I'm loving the baskets. We've all seen the pastels, the peachy color, the blue, the green, or like mint green. But I found these little baskets. A friend of mine was looking for them. And once I found them, I was like, ooh, those are perfect size for me to put in my little table where my Cricut's at, to keep my Cricut tools, because this is the same color as my Cricut. So I got me a couple of those and got her some, and these round baskets. Perfect for the craft room, under the sink, in the bathroom, in the pantry, really anywhere. If you don't like the color, they're paintable, but if you paint them, a piece of advice, I would hand paint it with chalk paint first, because chalk paint will stick to anything, but spray paint will start chipping off. So what I do, like with this, spray paint will chip off the glass, obviously. So I used chalk paint over top of it, and then I went out and I sprayed it with the matte white to get the even coverage, like to get it, you know, more of a smoother look, not with brush strokes and everything, and it turned out really good. So you could do the same thing with your plastic baskets, should you want to change your colors. I talked about the other day, I did a baby shower gift for my niece, and I changed the basket I used. So I ended up using one of these. These are so perfect for the pantry, like in the bottom of the pantry. My mom has a closet that in her kitchen that she uses for a pantry. It's just, you open the door and it's just got shelves. Well, in the bottom, there was unused space. So I got her one of these and put a caster, attached a caster to the bottom of it. So now she can put her potatoes or anything heavy or whatever she wants really down there, and then she can wheel it out instead of trying to lug out a big basket. Here's another one of the pastel color baskets. I love the die cuts in these. So pretty. Got like the sun flower, I don't know, probably flower, more of a floral cutout. Absolutely love it. Good size for a craft room, as are these. My favorites with the same floral cutout. I wish they would have had these in the mint green when I got there, but they were all gone. But the peach is still really pretty. So, I would say it's 10 by 6. If it's on the bottom, I probably can't read it. I cannot, but there's that. Maybe you can. Okay, so lots of fun baskets, really pretty colors. I know they change the colors all the time, like every season, but I love the pastel ones. So if you ever see baskets or colors that you like, make sure you get in and get them, because they don't keep them around long, because they just get them in, they're gone, and then they're off to the next color coordination. So I found one of these. I got a couple of them actually, because I do gardening, and I thought they were adorable, and I thought they would work very well. Belle Globe Cloche. So it's just plastic, nothing, you know, crazy thick or anything. There's still plenty of DIYs you can do with it, but you just have your potted plant. You pot your plant, and then you just set that over top of it, and it gives it the greenhouse effect. And it also has the top where you can vent it out, so you can shut it or open it, and it's got these 2 holes right here. So very cool. I grabbed how many did I grab? 4. Yeah, because I do try to do as much gardening as I can to be more self-sustaining, because we live out in the country. So I have the space, and I love to plant my vegetables and my flowers and whatever I can, really. So these little pots, okay, again, most of their stuff, yeah, a lot of their stuff, I wouldn't say most, not crazy durable, right? This one is fairly durable. And I mean, you're going to put dirt in it, so, or unless you DIY with it with fake flowers. I don't like the words on the side, so I will probably paint over this. But I had an idea this morning of getting one of these wreath hangers, and somehow getting that to stick to it so I could hang it on the door of my pantry, and maybe put the kids' snacks or whatever I need to put in there, give me a little extra space that would be hanging on the door, in space you might not use otherwise. Like if I did, I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll cut a hole in the bottom to where this will shove up through there, and then I'll cut 2 holes right here and just wire it on. And that should keep it on there. I mean, you're not going to want to put anything crazy heavy in it, but it should. I mean, if you have that jammed through the bottom and then it wired on the back good enough, you should be able to put just about anything you want in it. And do 2 or 3 of these, hang it on the inside of the pantry door, or wherever, you know, wherever you want, really. You can put it on the kids' door in their room to where they could have toys. So possibilities are endless. All right, I picked these up because I had a plan. I don't know if I'm still going to do it, but I think I'm going to try. Well, they got hung together. Maybe it's these. Ah! How are you stuck? So, it's these plant hangers that you put the, is it coconut baskets in? I already have some of these that I got probably at Lowe's or Rural King that were bigger. So it uses the bigger coconut liners. Now these are a different size than you get most places. These are smaller. So if you get these, make sure you just go ahead and get the coconut liners while you're at Dollar Tree, because the ones I found at like Dollar General were bigger. So the bigger ones work for the ones I have outside, but if I wanted to use these, it'd be no bueno. So my plan is, I'm not gonna be able to do it right now because I gotta take the chains off. And I'm thinking if I put 2 of them together and paint them orange in the fall, I could turn that into a pumpkin and decorate it with like florals or a candle inside, and decorate the top maybe, make it look like a stem up here. So I got these just to put back for the fall. Dollar Tree is coming out with cool stuff all the time. I have got where I probably won't be doing a haul for quite a while because I need to go through and use my craft stash. I got to where they were putting out so much new stuff in this switch to $1.25 that the stuff was so cool. Like, they had so much that I ended up buying more than I needed. So I need to start going through my stash and getting these DIYs knocked out. I went 2 days ago, I think, and they had, I forget what I had to go in there for. Oh, it was for the clips, for the plants that where you can clip them to a skewer or something to hold like your little tomato starts, your plant starters, hold them up while they grow. I had to pick up another pack of those. So, of course, while I was in there, I had to look around, right? I found one of these little tarps. We have large tarps. Sorry for my congestion. I have allergies are kicking my butt. I've been spring cleaning, so between the pollen outside and the dust inside, I'm just a hot mess. So, anyway, I digress. I got this because I have a little chicken coop, like right over here in my craft area. Well, it's in the same room, but it's off to the side, so it doesn't mix. But my craft space is out on my back porch, so with limited space, we just had to roll with what we had. So I wanted to put this underneath the little chicken coop because we have it in here because in the spring we have our little baby chicks in it, and then once they get big enough, we take them out and we put them in the big coop with the big girls. But when they're little, the big girls would pick on them and they may kill them. So we have to keep them in here to get them big and keep them safe. But I got this to put under the coop. That way, it's $1.25. I don't have to, like, it's old tile floor out here. So I don't really have to put anything down, but when I go to clean up the sawdust and the mess, I just get tired of cleaning that floor. So this, for $1.25, after I take them outside, I just pick this tarp up and throw it away. So hopefully that works, unless they scratch holes in it, which we shall find out. A friend of mine sent me this. It is, what do they call it? It looks like wood. It just says floral ribbon. It's 18 feet. I forget what type of wood it is. But like Christmas time, there's that white wood. My brain has lost me, but that's okay. But I thought with this, you could get, I don't have one handy, but get like the mop handles or toilet plungers or whatever, some kind of piece of wood, round piece of wood. So it is crazy thin. I don't know if you can see that. If do I have a light? I do. It is like crazy, crazy thin. But as long as you're careful with it, it's more like a tissue paper kind of feel, just a little bit thicker than tissue paper, honestly. But it would look great wrapped around a post of some sort or just a piece of wood that you wanted to get the Christmas feel. So a friend of mine sent me a couple of those, and I plan to put to good use. What other goodies? I have all kinds of goodies today. This, not new, but a must-have. I have neuropathy, so I have pain all the way up to my knees. So kneeling in the garden can be, like, literally a pain, right? Handy little fella right here. What other? Ooh, I was excited about this. It's kind of funny, actually. An odd thing to be excited about. I had bought glass cleaner, like eyeglass cleaner at Walmart, I think. And I don't remember how much it was, but I'm sure it was more than $1.25. I'm thinking it was like $5. But I found some at Dollar Tree. Same stuff, not the same brand, but the same thing for $1.25. So I picked up one of those because we all have glasses. Found me some wood planks. Some of the chains. There are many. These are like the hangers for these. It's like this type of chain. So they sell it just as a chain that you can hook on. Ooh, if you painted this, I bet you could hook that on one of these. I don't know, something like that though. Maybe not one with the handles, but the chains are handy for all kinds of DIYs. These are the clips that I was telling you about that I loves. That's the reason I went in to the store in the first place. So these like clip the plant to your stake without having to spend all that time tying it off. Some floral tape because I have to make a corsage and a boutonniere for my son for prom, which is next Saturday. So I'm waiting for my flowers to come in that I ordered. Got me some tape, or not tape, super glue, because I always gotta have some of that. Okay, this is new to me. Anyway, I'm almost positive it's new because I have never once seen them. And I thought about Christmas time, even though they have the twine handle. These are like tile. They're ceramic, so those would be fun to DIY with. I found a round one and the gift tag shaped one. So those are just to go in my stash for Christmas time because I know I can come up with something to do with those. And I thought I had 3, but that's okay. One of each will do me. I thought I got 2 round ones, but that will do. I think that's all for this video. It was just some things that I like, some fun things I found, some oldies but goodies, and maybe I hope I gave you some ideas. I'm gonna try to do a video later that's just like DIY ideas, different ways you could use different Dollar Tree items that maybe not necessarily me doing the DIY right now, but showing you like simple things. For instance, hold on. So for instance, these sun hats. Okay, it's for like when you're out in the garden, keep you from getting sun on your nose, sunburn on your ears and your nose, whatnot. So I don't wear these, but I took it apart. I took some apart just so I could use this, and I make. Last year I made like a boho style basket by using like this, like a solid container, and gluing this all the way around, like just over and over and over and overlap as you go, just to cover this and make it look like this wicker look, I guess. So that is the type of ideas that I want to share. But these hat, like, just because it's a hat doesn't mean you have to use it for a hat. You could just use the material it's made of and make like anything. You could use it to wrap around something like this or whatever. You could just use it to run up and down, like attach it, run here, or just use it for ribbon. If I could do it. Excuse me. Just use it for ribbon or whatever. Like, the possibilities are endless. I just want to do a video showing some of the items that I have found that I have used for in other ways to kind of get your creative juices flowing, and just the possibilities are endless. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and go, but I will be back hopefully tomorrow to share some ideas, and I hope to see you here. If you enjoyed this video, it didn't mind me choking to death with my Indiana allergies. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already subscribed, go ahead and do that, because that helps so much, and I'm trying to make it to 1,000, and I'm at like 840 right now. I want to do a drawing, like a gift, when I get to 1,000, but I would just want to thank you for being here, and like I said, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do it, and give me a thumbs up, guys, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.